your heart into it. Be tough.
I am not going to pay a lot for this muffler. By George, I think he's got it.
Don't be bullied into paying a lot for a muffler. Now more than ever at Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
I realized as soon as I was hit that I'd need a lawyer, a good lawyer. And that's why I called Ken.
Car accident? Call attorney Ken Nugent at 885-1983.
On the next Oprah, do you have the right to shoot an intruder?
If you thought that all gang members were boys in the hood, you may be surprised that some of the most violent, dangerous, and brutal teenage gang members are girls, like 16-year-old Shannon. Shannon has been arrested 30 times. She says she loves hurting people. She once slashed a boy from his mouth to his cheekbone. Stephanie is 17. She used to carry a gun. Now she has a knife. She says there have been times when she really just wanted to kill people. Tara is also 17 and Stephanie's best friend. She's been in a gang since she was 13, and she carries 2 knives. She says she hasn't killed anyone yet, but you just never know. And this is Cora. She's 17 and a member of the Squad. The Squad is another term for a gang. She says they go around on weekends and at night hurting people. It's just what they do. Anna is 17. She's been in a gang since she was 9 years old. She doesn't have a knife now because she's on probation. Shannon, we're going to start with you. You say you like hurting people. What do you get from it?
Being on top of everything. As far as what I mean by hurting people, I stab people. If I have to, I will stab them. And I don't want nobody to be over top of me. As far as my mom and all, I'd rather be on top of everything.
Would you stab your mom?
No, I wouldn't. But if it came down to it, I probably would.
Is there a thrill?
A thrill out of it? No, it's like a big high. Like some people turn to drugs, other people turn to certain things. Instead of me, I turn to violence.
So there is a thrill, there's a high.
Yeah.
What's the feeling of that high?
The feeling of it is being on top.
Being strong. Stephanie, you say there are people you want to kill. Why?
Because just things that people done to me and everything.
Sorry?
Things that people done to me.
When
like
somebody does something to you. You were in a fight recently and you wanted to kill the person?
Not that recently, but before.
Uh-huh. Why?
Because it's just like when I was younger, things that somebody done to me.
It's called someone disrespecting you.
Like what?
If someone disrespects you, you ain't gonna sit there and take it.
How do they disrespect you, Tara?
In any way, it's just if they look at you the wrong way, if they disrespect you by calling you, a different name or anything.
Okay, any little piece of disrespect like not knowing your name. Tara, you once took on an entire football team?
Well, it was the dude, he thought I said something about him, and he walks up, he said, why'd you say that? I said, I didn't say it. And he goes, man, all of a sudden they surrounded me, and then all my homeboys come running up, they said, no, it's fight, one-on-one, fair. And it was me against him, and he said, excuse my language.
Yeah.
He goes, forget you, man. I go, what's up then? And he hit me in the jaw, and I started hitting him back, and I wasn't winning, so I picked up a chair and I threw it at him. Only, the chair didn't phase him. So I picked up the table and I threw it at him, and then by then, like 6 security guards was on top of us, and they took us up to the office, and then, he started crying because he found out that I didn't say it. And then he walked out and he hit the emergency thing and broke the glass, and then the principal went right after me, turned around and hit the principal.
You hit the principal?
He did.
Uh-huh. Cora, what do you do in a squad?
We fight, It's like everybody go down, one go down, we all go down. That's how it roll. I mean, it's only right.
And Anna, why are you on probation?
I'm on probation for giving this lady a brain damage because she pushed my little friend. She had a bone disease on her wrong leg, and that got me mad.
And so what did you do?
I got her, and I told her, why did she do that? And then she called me a beaner.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told her, you redneck, and that's when I got her, and I got her by the hair, and I was kicking her in the head.
And what happened to her as a result of kicking her in the head?
Well, it wasn't only me, it was a couple of other girls too, but I was like mostly on top of her head because I was mad. And I was taking out, I guess, my frustration on her. And I don't know, after I released it, I felt better, but later on I felt worse because I was in the
And her condition for the rest of her life is brain damage?
Nah, she's better now.
Better. Slight brain damage. Shannon, you've been arrested 30 times. 30 times. There are pretty hardened criminals who haven't been arrested 30 times. What's that like?
It's hard. It's like you be in this big cell by yourself. It make you think about stuff. Like, once I got locked up, I know what it was for robbery. And you sit in this room with all these bricks and this metal door, and you be just thinking about stuff like why I do it. And then you be so mad that you're in there by yourself, you just go out and do the same dumb thing over and over and over and over.
And that's why you get 30 times. Are you in rival gangs or the same gang, all of you?
No.
We ain't the same.
Just me and her, me and Tiara in the same, and they different.
Where is everyone from, Shannon?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Richmond, California.
Philly.
Philly?
I'm from Canoga Park in the San Fernando Valley.
Okay. The two Philly people, same gang?
No, different gangs.
I live
Rival
in North
gang?
Philly.
Huh?
Rival?
No.
No. Friendly gangs?
Not
not
friendly gangs.
Not all gangs.
But it's not
gangs.
Them two are in gangs. Ours not called a gang. Ours is called a squad.
Sorry. Rival squad gang / figure that one out. What's a typical day? Give me a typical day.
My typical day is get up, wash up, put the knife in my pocket, and out the door I go.
Okay, then where?
Go to school, get out of school, we get on the subway. A couple of girls from my school, it's a discipline school. We get on the subway, certain girls will start a fight, we put bubble gum in people's hair, spit it in people's face.
Why do you do that?
Because they there.
Okay, because they're there. You were stabbed last weekend?
No, I wasn't stabbed, not actually stabbed, I was cut. My girlfriend was showing me her knife and it just slashed me on my stomach, but she didn't mean it.
Okay.
Just showing off everybody's knife outside.
Stephanie, why did you used to carry a gun?
For protection.
And what happened to the gun? Why don't you carry it?
It got stolen.
A guy stole it?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get the gun?
From people off the street.
You bought it? Can I ask what it cost?
No, I didn't buy it.
Somebody gave it to you?
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Sam here is giving me enough good reasons to use my Dirt Devil handbag, but now he's giving me 5 more. When they turn the house upside down, I turn on my Dirt Devil. Its powerful revolving brush tears into dirt, chews up crumbs, and picks up pet hair. It has an extra long cord, and it's lightweight. So, I'd say my Dirt Devil is the pick of the litter. Right, Sam? Right. Get a Dirt Devil and put the power of an upright in the palm of your hand.
These are first graders reading on a 5th grade level. We could have never done this without Hooked on Phonics.
Kipling decided to wait until late the next night when there would be fewer trains. There once was a yellow...
6 were easily reading 5th grade level by the end of the 9-month school year. Even the very slowest child in the class graduated reading 3rd grade. Hooked on Phonics. It works.
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
Tomorrow at 5 on Channel 2 Action News. Metal detectors, in-school police. Has your child's school become a war zone?
Will I get shot today? Will I get beat up today?
Nearly 700 guns and other weapons were taken from our students last year.
It's very dangerous. You're taking your life into your own hands.
And it's not just an inner-city problem. Jeff Dorr investigates school violence on the rise. Deadly Lessons. Tomorrow at 5 on Channel 2 Action News. Coverage you can count on.
If I could do one thing over, I think I would have gone to Georgia Medical Institute a lot sooner. Georgia Medical taught me a new skill in one of the fastest growing careers around, the medical career. I guess I was kind of scared to take that first step, but now that I have, I know it's the best thing I could ever have done. Georgia Medical also taught me that by believing in myself, I can reach any goal.
When it's time to start thinking about a new career, you should call this number for information. If there's a medical career in your future, you need to know Georgia Medical Institute.
took me over 20 years to specially breed my oven stuffer roaster. With more tender, delicious white meat for your family than other roasters. Then I made sure you couldn't ruin all those years of hard work.
Teenage girl gang members to find out why they feel the need to be dangerous and violent. Tara, you asked me to ask you what your day's like. What's your day like?
You wake up in the morning, and for me, it's a shot of tequila. You go take a shower, you grab your knife, your rag, and you go to school, and you kick it with your homies and drink. And then after school, you go, you jump in the car, and you all mob to somewhere, and you kick it and you drink, and maybe sometimes you set trip.
Right.
And set tripping, if y'all don't know, is, see, I'll go, and I'm a Red Ragger Northanian from Richmond, and I'll go into South Richmond or something and fly my red rag and say, what's up?
Because all on the south side is all about, you know, blue and stuff, and that's our rival game. We don't get along with blues.
Okay. Now, you've been suspended 100 times. Are you ever back in school?
And I've been kicked out of many schools.
I've been kicked out of, well, the hardest schools to get kicked out of in Richmond, which is basically all the opportunity schools. And the only reason I've been kicked out is because the teachers don't give me a chance to do what I want to. They just...
Because they don't like teaching nobody in in Richmond stuff, because a lot of people, they don't care. Teachers don't care about if we're going to learn or not. We just do what we got to do on our own and whatever. We don't learn, you know, nothing.
You don't have the record then, Tara, for suspensions. 100 is not the record.
Man, I do.
Not.
Well, I've been to jail, and when I went, I learned my lesson, and like, don't you guys want anything better for your life? I mean, you want to be gangbangers your whole life?
It's not all about, you know, gangbanging all the time.
It's not all
but I mean, it's not all life. We're going to end up, you know, getting out. But sometimes when, you know, when you're young and stuff, if you don't have your family or nothing around, you're going to have your homeboys and homegirls so you can, you know, they can protect you. And if you can't get nothing, they could get it for you.
Can I ask, are the girls more...
It's just like a big old family, you know. It's just all, you know.
Are the girls more dangerous than the boys?
No,
I can say I am.
It depends, you know, because some boys, they, you know, they suck because they could be little rankers and everything, and you know, girls could be coming together and stuff. It's just, it's not all.
No, girls are dangerous because you never know what a girl might do to you.
She could do
anything to you.
See, I
God
can come
just
up
want to hit
looking
you.
the sweetest.
Girls could be like the little sweetest little girls, be like, yeah,
and
you know, whatever, and
be like,
I want to know how. Okay, for all of y'all. What if somebody, all the stuff y'all doing to people, how somebody turn around and do the same things to y'all? What if somebody, if any of y'all by yourselves,
if we do it, we're going to get them back.
One at a time.
It's just a part of life. If you're going to fight, you're going to fight.
If any of y'all by yourselves without your crew,
well,
if somebody
we ain't never
All right, one at a time.
I'm by myself at all times. I don't need no one to support me. I'm by myself all the time. If I spit in somebody's face and I'm there, I spit in their face. I don't do it because my friend's there. I would spit in your face. I wouldn't care. Because at the time it won't.
Okay.
No, I won't.
I think the question she's asking is, are you ever afraid?
I'm not afraid to die, and I'm not afraid to get jumped, because I was jumped by 20 guys that are crabs or scraps.
What are crabs?
Crabs.
That's our rival
gang.
The 13, you know, Crips or whatever.
Anna, are you afraid?
Crips are not 13. They're colored.
I said Crips and 13. That's they claim.
Anna,
like I'm from the south side and we don't get along with the north side in prison.
All right, are you ever afraid?
Am I afraid in the outs?
Are you ever afraid?
Sometimes, yeah.
Are you, Cora?
Yeah, sometimes.
What are you afraid of?
Like something happen, something gonna happen to me or what. But you gotta be prepared for it. You gotta be strapped all the time.
When y'all get older, what are y'all going to do? Do y'all have any plans for y'all life?
Yes, I got plans. I'm going to finish high school, and when I get out of high school, I'm going to go to JC and try to get my own business.
Well, having a record, don't y'all think y'all?
No, I mean, what's your record clear when you turn 18?
Yep. How old are y'all?
I am 17. I'm about to be 18.
I'll be 18.
What do y'all parents think?
My parents.
All right, Anna, answer what do your parents think?
My parents don't have nothing to do with this. My parents been there for me for good and through bad. The problem is me. My parents don't have nothing to do with this. It's me.
Ain't up to nobody else.
Okay, Sharon, you had stated Sharon, right? Shannon, I'm sorry. You had stated that you stab people because you like to be on top. True?
Yeah.
Okay, now don't you think that it would make more sense by becoming a lawyer or a doctor, that would make you more on top of the situation?
But if you have to survive, you'll do anything to survive.
What do you mean by if you have to survive?
If somebody was commencing to whoop your behind, if someone was to commence to be whooping your behind, I would not let them kick my behind. I'll be ready to do it before they would even think about it. So that's being surviving.
Okay, that's self-defense, right?
Yeah.
But you know, going out and spitting in someone's face on the train.
No, I won't just go over to you and just say in your face. If you stare too much, or if you just something would tick in my head, like as far as you say something wrong to me, like disrespecting, like as they said, or if they just stare too much, something has to tick for me to spit on you. But I will spit on you.
If somebody were, say, staring at your hair, would you spit on them?
No, not that way. It's certain ways that people stare at you, that way like nastiness.
Okay.
Because they look too disrespectful.
I have a question for the first lady over there and the black girl right there. They said that they were afraid. If you're afraid, then why look for trouble and, you know, stab people and shoot people and stuff like that?
I don't look for trouble. Trouble comes to me.
So
then when they come to me, then I'm going to take it.
So why would trouble come to you if you just walk in the street? Because
I'm saying, I live in a community. People on the way will try you.
No, you see, I was born in the South Bronx. I was born in the South Bronx, and I walked the streets. And I was born and raised. I was born and raised.
Really, it's different from South Bronx.
Through violence. But I don't go up to people and stab people and shoot people or look for trouble and stuff like that.
That's you. That's not her. You know, you ain't been through our steps.
We're two different people.
You ain't never been in our shoes, so you wouldn't know what we've been through.
What do you mean? Have you girls been through a bad experience?
Yeah.
For me too.
You know how to feel.
Let's explain.
You and I are two different people. We're not. You got we got ours.
But I grew up in that.
Like
Stephanie.
You got ours, and we got
all right, we have a problem that if you all talk at once, we can hear none of you. Stephanie, what is the bad experience? Explain to us.
It's just when you grow up on the streets, you got to take care of yourself because there's a lot of crazy people out there.
Why
There's more people. There's people like us, but sometimes worse than them. They'll come up to you. You just walk down the street, they'll jump on you for no reason. You just walking down the street. You gotta survive on the streets if you're gonna be on the streets. And I know I grew up in the streets, and that was like, you know, a bad part. And it was, and you know, you gotta survive about it.
I think people. I'm with you. I don't quite get it. I think people are thinking now, are parents aware of the teen gang activities? When we come back, we're going to talk to Stephanie's mother, and we'll be right back.
It was my first serious dinner at his family's. So much food.
This is Greg's favorite dish.
And my first serious heartburn. And I learned some things.
Oh, no, these are different. Tums has calcium.
Most antacids don't. Of all these, the only one that helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium you need every day is Tums.
Something my body needs anyway. I like that.
Calcium-rich Tums.
Sexual harassment. Meet the women who've turned their anger into action.
As soon as somebody was sexually aggressive toward me, I just started filming them.
When women fight back on the next Vertice Berry Show.
Vertice Berry, this morning at 10, only on Channel 2.
On the next Maury Povich Show, 7 years ago, Robert Chambers became the preppy killer. Now, this model fears she'll be his next victim. On the next Maury Povich Show.
The Maury Povich Show, this morning at 11 on Channel 2.
Pushing back high prices.
Gallery Furniture and I are pushing back high prices. Whoa!
And I'm pushing both him and high prices completely out of my way with bargains like these sofas, $99 and up, 5-piece dinette, $99, 4-piece black lacquer bedroom suit, $259, and metal bed frames, $10. Remember, you'll pay less at Gallery Furniture located at 2511 Roosevelt Highway in College Park and 1600 Brownsbridge Road in Gainesville.
And you can still ask for the Wolfman.
Every day our children walk the fine line between potential and peril. It's easy to lose your way when no one is there to show you the way. We hire more police, we add metal detectors. Meanwhile, no one reaches out to our kids, and one by one, we lose them. As mayor, I'll be on a mission to save our children. I'm going to cut bureaucracy and direct the savings to a children's fund for counselors, tutors, and recreational activities. We built a city. It's time to build a future for our kids.
Do you have trouble understanding your child's behavior? Attention deficit disorder may not be the problem. Your child may be suffering from a childhood obsessive-compulsive disorder that affects 1 in 50 children and can cause such behavior as counting to a special number over and over, constant hand-washing, checking homework repeatedly, a continual fear that something bad will happen. The Atlanta Center for Medical Research is studying a new investigational medication to treat OCD for children ages 6 to 17. For more information, call 292-2000.
He is a true legend in show business.
It's Jerry Lewis talking about his life and his wife.
She's a connection to my soul.
And I love her. Next, Sally.
We have been talking to teenage girls and gangs. And I guess from the moment they started talking, people are saying, we said, what is it? You all said we grew up on the streets. And then the next question has got to be, what about the family? Where are the parents? Do they understand? Do they approve? This is Roylene. Roylene is Stephanie's mom. Can you stand up for me, Roylene? Are you aware of the gang activities of your daughter?
I just found out 4 days ago.
Now, Stephanie, your mother didn't know you were in a gang?
No.
No idea?
No.
Where did you think she was carrying a knife? All of that?
She didn't know I carried a knife.
She did not know.
The only person she knew that I was in the gang is my brother, because my brother's in the gang too, the same as her.
Okay. How'd you find out 4 days ago?
From your producer, Jill.
I wanted to come here.
Called me.
What did you think when Jill called you?
Shocked.
How do you feel about seeing her today talking, as she is doing?
I'm hurt. I just can't believe this is her.
Tell her.
I'm hurt.
Oh, man, don't do that, man.
How can you do this to me?
Oh, God.
Stephanie, you owe it to your mother to look at her. Aren't you?
I can't. I cannot do it.
Why?
Because I can't.
But we started by you being very proud of who you are and what you do.
I am, but I still can't look at my mom when she cries.
If you're so proud of who you are and what you're doing, why haven't you included mother in your life in terms of telling her what's going on?
Why can't you look at me?
Because I can't
You don't want to hurt
it.
me? You're hurting me doing this. You just got through saying you're on the streets. You don't need to be on the streets. You have a good home. But I may not be home at night because I have to be out there working. I have to support all you guys, you know?
I know that's when I was younger, Mama. Look,
no younger.
No, when I was younger, we was always on the streets.
I was working, huh?
Yeah.
There was a home there. You didn't need to be on the street.
But when I was a little younger, me, Michael, and John was always on the streets. We was always, that's why John got into the gang too, and then I was always kicking it with John, and then I got into it. Cause you know, you was never around.
Where was I?
You was at work.
Thank
you.
Look,
I give you credit for trying to take care of us, but look.
Trying?
For taking care of us, okay. But look, I mean, you was never there. I mean, you know, when I couldn't get nothing, I go to one of my homeboys and I get it. Just like now, when I had to start school, you could not buy me no clothes. Didn't I go get some money? Didn't I on my own and buy some clothes for me?
Where'd you get the money?
I got it.
How?
That's personal.
We're being honest.
I got it.
We're being honest. Where'd you get?
I got it.
Where'd you get it?
That's personal. It's just the way I got it.
You don't want to say where you got it.
I'm not saying.
Let me say this. If we're trying to be a part of the solution instead of, we can magnify the problem until it gets out of control. These people need support. We need to be helping them. Not. No, this is serious because this is not my sister. Let me just say this.
Let me explain to people that this is James Wills, and James is executive director of the Philadelphia Anti-Drug and Violence Network, and he's a former gang member. And what he has done is devoted his life to helping troubled teenagers. What are you saying, James?
I'm saying that they need our support and our love.
Okay.
I mean, you pitting us against them, they bleed just like us. They're kids just like we are. And we have got to support them and support our other kids.
What do you say to this? First of all, let me ask the mother, let me ask you, how do you feel? Tell us how you feel.
Hurt. Very hurt. Very, very hurt. I can't understand why she has to be in a gang.
why she's doing this.
But let me
Talk
say,
to her.
Let me say to you that that's not unusual. That parents are the last people to find out. That's not unusual.
That's not true. My mom was the first one to know.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that in all cases, all parents know that their children are in gangs. And in a lot of instances, most parents don't know what their children are doing.
But this
They don't know who their friends are.
Are you bringing up the children I counted 4, am I correct? 3? Alone?
They grew up alone because I was at work. But now I have my 3 children at home, my 2 grandbabies at home, and my future daughter-in-law at home, all with me.
And you're supporting them all?
Yes.
What can she do?
One of the things that she can do, there are some other parents who are just like her who have been helped. We need to find those kind of people to support her. There are some people in her own community who provide social services to young people and to families. We need to find those folks.
But James, she's so busy working.
There's nothing like that in our community.
All right. I don't know if there is or there isn't. Yes, ma'am.
There's not.
Can I say something?
Go. Yes.
The thing I don't understand is I understand y'all want what he said, love and caring, but we're trying to relate and to understand the aspects of being in a gang, and like all 5 of y'all are like really defensive, and trying to communicate with y'all is really hard. And for us to...
It's not hard to communicate with me.
No, well, you're not really
you.
saying anything. Well, it's just like the one in the jean suit and Cora and like the lady's daughter. It's like talking to y'all, trying to relate to y'all. It's like we can't say anything to you without you overbearing over us. And another thing, you can't really go into every neighborhood and doing that gang stuff because not everybody carries knives. Y'all will get smoked.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yes,
but look, if we get smoked,
I just wanna
somebody
know-
else gonna get
Go ahead.
smoked too.
I just want to know why y'all out there trying to impress who? I mean, y'all throwing y'all
We
life
ain't
down
trying,
the
we
drain.
ain't trying to impress ourselves. We're trying to impress nobody. We're
How
doing it
would
on
we
our
are,
own.
and
We're
we're
not
proud
doing it
of
for
it.
our
And we
home.
protecting
We're
ourselves. All right, what if y'all had a kid someday and y'all gotta be like, I gotta be in back of him, I gotta keep an eye on him, but you never know if they do it to your kids too.
I got something to say to that. I got a 3-year-old nephew at home whose mother, when he was first born, was on drugs. Now she's recovering. But thanks to me and my little sister, he wouldn't have made it. And my mother helped us out too. We raised that little kid, and you know what he walks around saying, Puro Norte. But that little kid is the smartest little boy you will ever see. And I'm not worried about him because I am raising him, and his mother's raising him now to
Let me
teach
ask
him to
you a
defend
question.
himself.
How do you feel about your mother? What's going through your head now, Stephanie?
When I give her credit for, working and stuff all the time to support me and my 2 brothers. But now, I mean, she wasn't there. I couldn't talk to her about nothing because she would always take it offensive. Why couldn't I talk to her how I felt about stuff, about sex, nothing, because she would not do it.
Okay.
And, I go to somebody else and talked about it.
You were in jail for a year.
Yes.
You were doing also dope?
I was.
Okay. While you were in jail, your mother died.
Yes, she did.
How do you feel about that?
Well, at the time, I felt bad because before I got locked up one time and I did 6 months. And I got out, my mom was, sick and everything. And I promised her, I'm going to do good. I'm going to be here for you. And I was there for her. But, it was my best friend's birthday. I don't got the money everybody has. I wanted to buy her something because, I loved her a lot, my best friend. So I went out and I didn't have the money. And she goes, you don't need to buy me nothing. And I go, I am, watch. And so I did, a robbery. That's what I got arrested for that night. And then I got locked up again, and then my mom was crying and everything. And, I felt bad inside, because I already knew something like that was going to happen to her. So when I was in camp, it was October the 26th.
Camp is juvenile detention. We call them homes. You call them camp?
Yeah. Juvenile detention is similar to juvenile hall. Right. Camp is a different thing. It's like more or less like juvenile hall, but you're up there like in Lancaster.
And
it's a big
would you
dorm.
not have liked Mother to be proud of you?
Yeah.
Do you think she was proud of you when she passed on?
My mom was proud of me because I was learning something in there. I told her. Even out here, I'm already trying to do good, because when she passed away, I seen her one time in the hospital. They let me go, and I was talking to her, and she said, promise me one thing, graduate. And I go, I will. And now, I'm not all into it no more. I kick it in my neighborhood, but it's not like before. Before it used to be more crazy drive-bys and all that, but after you've seen your homeboys dying, when a car comes by and shoot them.
Have you lost friends?
I lost a lot of them, like 5.
5 friends have been
and
killed?
2 I seen.
Mm-hmm. Are there more girls, Jim?
Certainly.
Was this 10 years ago? Could I have done this show 10 years ago?
Yes, with a certain population.
But has that population increased in 10 years?
In certain communities, it has increased. I mean, we live in America, which is the most violent society in the world. These kids, our children, are a product of what they see adults do. Let me tell you that. You know, violence is a learned behavior. We're not born violent. It's a learned behavior.
Where did Stephanie learn the violence? If in my opinion, and I did do these shows 20 years ago, the mother who was out working, no matter what trouble she had with the son, the daughter was staying home taking care of the cooking, the cleaning, the making up for the fact that mother was out earning a living. Now that's the show 20 years ago, or even 10 years ago. Why didn't that happen with Stephanie? Where did she learn that violence?
When you talk about violence, you're talking about a very complex issue. There is no one simple solution. Do we blame it on women's lib? No, we don't blame it on women's lib. Did it play a part in it? I think it did. Do we blame it on single-parent homes? No, we just don't blame it on single-parent homes. But did it play a part? Certainly, I think it did. Do we blame it on gangs in our society? Certainly, I don't think you can just blame it on gangs, but I think it played a certain part. You know, there's just no one thing that you can put your finger on to say that it's happening. Do we blame it on the lack of services to our community, the lack of recreation, poor education, poor health, poverty, racism? Yeah, I think each of them played a part. You know, but Les, what do we do about this, Sally?
Well, you know, that's what we're going to talk about. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I want to ask the girls, what would you do if they shoot up your family?
What would you do if there was violence against your family?
You got beef with them, and they're going to go see your family and shoot them.
I know. The Mexican race, they have respect for families. They don't go into the families.
I know personally.
They keep the families out of this.
I know myself. If I have an enemy, he'll come to me. If they got, and if he did go to my house, if he did go to my house, he would have one hell of a war, because my family would fight back.
Next, a girl who is in a gang and says she would like to get out. She wants to talk to you, James. Stay with us.
Tomorrow at 6 on Channel 2 Action News. Imagine the horror.
Y'all has got the wrong man.
Of being imprisoned.
4 years of my life gone, I can't get back.
For something you didn't do.
It'd be the worst thing to happen.
It's not a nightmare.
But I don't think you can stop me.
It's a reality.
I believed in this system.
What would you do? Tom Regan reports. Jailed innocent. Tomorrow at 6 on Channel 2 Action News. Coverage you can count on.
We call it spinning floss. It's spinning cotton candy. I've been doing it for about 26 years now. I certainly do. It tastes like sugar. This tastes like sugar. I know my sugar. Here, try one.
If you've been injured by a car, boat, or truck, you have an accident case, and it is worth money. Now, the insurance company's job is to give you the least money, or no money for your case. That's why they have lawyers. My job is to get you the most money and protect your rights. I'm Emily Sherwinter, the injury lawyer. Call me now at 355-9800. Get a lawyer working for you. Call 355-9800 for a free consultation.
Tom, you know, during our 93 clearance sale, we've been taking in a lot of great trades.
Angie, right now at Atlanta Toyota and Atlanta Buick, I've never seen the selection any better. Just to give the folks an idea of what we're talking about, quality used cars, trucks, and vans in every price range. This is a 91 Previa. It's got dual air, power windows, power locks, $14,995 for a 91 Previa van. Why pay more? Got a 91 Cavalier, automatic, air conditioning, stereo, $59.95. Here's a 91 Mazda Protege for $69.95. A 91 GMC Sierra, it's only $95.95. right now at Atlanta Toyota and Atlanta Buick. Here's a 91 Mercury Sable. Now this has this GS package, which is automatic tilt, cruise stereo, more, $69.95. A 1990 Volkswagen Golf. It's got the sunroof for $59.95, or 1993 Mitsubishi Mirage S. It's a 93 for $99.95. Only examples, Angie.
That's right. We have a lot of different ways to finance. So if credit's a concern, be sure and ask us about the Auto Club. Chances are we can help you reestablish your credit.
7 days a week until midnight. Interstate 85 to Exit 40 to Atlanta Toyota and Atlanta Buick.
More troops from Georgia are heading to Somalia. As the Pentagon identifies more casualties, half of the American GIs killed in Somalia were stationed in Georgia. We'll have the latest. Tonight's the night. The Braves take the field in their quest for a third straight National League pennant. We'll have the story from Philadelphia. And Michael Jordan decides to retire from pro basketball. We'll have the complete story and reaction from Jordan's friends. I'm Vic Carter. Join us for those stories and more on Action News at noon.
For free tickets to the Sally Jesse Raphael Show, write Sally Jesse Raphael, Post Office Box 1400, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101.
We've been talking to teenage girls and gangs. I'd like you to meet Felicia. Felicia is 16. She's been in a squad or gang since she was 14. She has a child who's how old? 1.5 years old. You want to get out. Why?
Because I don't want my daughter to live the life I used to.
Now, what's the problem to those of us who aren't in a squad or a gang? We would just think you just leave. Why is it not so easy?
Because it's like a family. You can't leave like that.
James, you want to talk to her? Can you help her?
Certainly. Basically, our young folk are missing things in their lives, and so they join other things to find those things that are missing. Certainly, she needs some positive adults in her life, more. I'm not saying that she doesn't have some, but she needs more. I think that young people like this need more support. While one child may decide to not do that, another child may decide to do that. And those kind of kids need more support. In order to get out, you know, it's a decision that she has to make.
Is it hard for her to get out? What would happen to her? What she has, that's her only family, her only, right? Her only friend.
Not really, but, you know, I was raised with girls I be with now. They called the Southwest Hit Squad. And every girl in there, we all know each other ever since we was like, you know, back in elementary school, whatever.
What would the girls do to you if you tried to leave?
Nothing. They'll support me because they know I have a daughter and they know I have a good head on my shoulders. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I plan on going to college and to support my daughter. I don't want nobody else to help me.
But what will her problem be?
Well, first of all, it's just breaking away from the peer group. Okay. That's going to be hard, but it's not impossible, Sally.
It can be done.
It can be done.
Now, James has told us that young people end up in gangs because they want a family and they don't have a family, or they want attention. What do they want?
They want love.
They want
somebody to care for them. Respect.
I think that those are the things, you know, while, again, I say to you that this is a complex problem and there's no one love and caring and respect and a sense of belonging.
What were you saying?
That was going to be my question, too.
It's okay. Go ahead, leave it there.
I was really kind of concerned as to your family backgrounds because it seems as though these gangs are filling a very, very important need in your lives. Like, you've got a family with these gangs.
Well,
it is like a family.
Well, like, you know, my neighborhood, I grew up with the people around there. It's like when I was little, you know, my uncles and all that were from, you know, we're from there in and out of jail, and that was only my role models, you know, growing up. I'll see that in my head. Wow, you know, I want to be like that when I grow up, because that was the only role models I had, since I didn't live in a rich neighborhood or anything. I bet you if I grew up in a rich neighborhood, I would grow up rich, you know, in school, getting a college.
I'm not sure about time with you. Did anybody spend time with you?
Girls turn to gangs.
My mom and everyone spent time with me.
We don't have nothing else to turn to. In our community, we don't have, you know, no place to hang out at, so we hang out with the girls. If we don't have nothing else to do, you know, some of us get a kick out of beating up people, because that's a way to get stress off your chest.
It's a way to get stress.
I want all that, you know, I'm not all that bad, you know. I want to show my mom and I could change. Ain't nothing out here. Now you sit, sometimes I wish I could go back and just be all that alone. Now I got to learn the hard way. My mom used to tell me, Cole, don't do that, Cole, don't do this. I ain't want to hear it. But
One
then
of
I
the
had to learn the
things-
hard way from me.
one of the
Now I
things-
wish I could just listen to it, but now
One of the
it's
things
too
we
late.
want to do is listen. Sir.
Yeah, if any of you guys want to get out, like you just talked about getting out, would you have a problem getting out now? Do you have to go?
You guys think just because we want to get out, they're going to kill us or nothing? It's not like that.
Do
If
you
we
have
want
to
to
go
get
through
out,
any kind of ritual or anything?
we wanna
like
get
that?
out,
Because I know in
yeah.
male gangs it works like that. They usually beat the hell out of the guy that tries to go.
You get jumped in. You do get jumped in because you got to
Well,
prove that
I've
you
read
will
about
defend yourself
getting out, too.
and your family.
It's
There
crazy,
it goes
isn't
both
it?
ways. It's hard to get out.
You guys ever going to grow out of this? What is
Let me
the
ask,
oldest gang
let me ask you
member?
a question. Is there any trouble? Would any of you want to leave? One. Okay.
I want to get out. I want a better life.
Take a break. We'll be right back.
Meet the faces of adoption.
There was just that one thing missing, and that was a child.
One of the most talked about issues of our time, the faces of adoption. Today at 5 on Channel 2 Action News. Coverage you can count on.
All you want is some shut-eye.
People don't suspect their mattresses.
Rashes, headaches. What's leaking out of your mattress while you sleep? Sleeping on Trouble. Tonight at 6 on Channel 2 Action News. Coverage you can count on.
2 eggs over easy.
Introducing Eggland's Best.
No, wait. Poached.
They have as much cholesterol as other eggs. Yet in clinical tests, people with high serum cholesterol ate 12 Eggland's Best eggs a week as part of a low-fat diet. And after 6 weeks, they showed no increase in their serum cholesterol. Eggland's Best. Your low-fat, cholesterol-conscious diet can now have a sunny side.
Sunny side. That's it.
Filing for Social Security disability benefits can be a very confusing and frustrating experience. At Candace Apple and Associates, we've helped thousands of individuals get the benefits they deserve, even when they were previously denied. And because Social Security disability claims are all we handle, we have the experience it takes to win your claim. Call us today. There's no charge unless we win your case. At Candace Apple and Associates, you benefit from our experience.
Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Adder's fork and blindworm sting. A couple of lizards and a bat's wing. Scale dragon in monkey's hand. Toss in a dollar and win a few grand.
Play the Georgia Lottery's double dollars with 2 chances to win and a chance to double the prize. Remember, you got to make your own luck.
James, you've got me convinced that it's terribly, terribly complex. Now, when we heard Stephanie's story, let's go to Cora. Cora comes from a good family. That's what you told me, right?
Yes.
A very good family. Why is Cora in a gang?
Cora is basically like like a lot of our kids, I want to say most, a lot of our kids are in rebellion. And I decided when I was 11 and 12 that I was going to stop listening to my mother, and I wanted to be a part of a gang.
Is that like Cora?
That's like Cora.
Cora, you have a good family, people who love you. The reason you're in a gang is you don't want to listen to your mother. I think that's pretty interesting. Sir?
I want to know, like, if you guys feel comfortable, so you know, the way you are, why are you wasting time going to school?
I am
Why you wasting time going to school?
One at a time.
No. I mean, like, why you wasting time going to school? Because when you go to school, you're wasting somebody else's time in the school who want to learn.
Education is something totally different. I go to school, I pass all year, I ain't never get left down. Education is something totally different than the street.
Each one of them has a different story. Who was suspended 100 times?
I was.
Why bother going to school? He's addressing that to you.
Because you need your education. You're not just
one day, okay,
you're not gonna stop.
My family,
you're not gonna drop out of school.
Hold up, my family is a good family. My mom and dad are both still together, and they're both still there for me. But I have my friends that are my family.
Okay,
And
I don't know that that's an
because
answer.
I go to school because one day I'm gonna be somebody to make my mom proud. But right now I'm doing what I want to do.
This is Tom and his sister Fran. I want all 5 of you to meet them. Would you stand up? Tom was beaten up very badly by a gang. In fact, he was nearly killed. First of all, tell us, your sister wrote me a letter twice. And tell me what happened to you.
Well, last summer of '92, I got done work late. I took my dog for a walk late, 2 blocks from my house. I was approached by 8 guys. I tried to run to get out of it and stumbled, and I got hit in the head with an axe handle. I now have a plate in my head because of it. I had to learn how to speak, read, write, count, everything all over again. And now I'm left with...
What did the gang... Do we know the reason for the violence? What did they want?
They were looking for another gang, and the other gang wasn't there.
And they saw you, and they made a mistake?
Yes. They saw me and another guy.
How has this affected the family?
It's like everybody's really angry. There's always the legal route, but there's no...
Why didn't you use the legal route?
We did. We had them, like 3 of the guys were quit, and it's all like still in litigation and everything. But they're gonna get off, and they're gonna do it to somebody else. My kids...
Let me ask our panel. Let's say this was one at a time. You've got to talk one at a time. Let's start with you, Anna. Let's say this was a family, your brother, or a family member, or somebody you liked. What do you say to him? The gang was looking for another gang. Oops, it's a mistake, but you've got a steel plate in your head, and they're going to be that way for the rest of your life. Because what your gang is doing is exactly what that gang was doing to this guy. Am I right?
But if they see an ordinary guy, and all they're looking for is really money, not for another gang, because to me, he don't look like no gang member.
Right. But they didn't know that.
He looks like he has money.
And so
that's what a lot of people are like.
So should he not walk his dog because he looks like he has money?
No, I'm not saying that. It's just that a lot of young people like me don't have money. They get mad. They say, why couldn't I live that life? Why can't that be me?
So it's all right to hit him with an axe.
They're buying clothes every month, waiting for the security check. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yes, Carl.
I don't think it's right. They go around beating up people like that. See, me, I don't go around beating up people. I let trouble come to me. I'm not bad. Not that bad. I fight if I had to. And see when my friends get rolled, then I go down. But as far as that, it's hard to walk away from things. You know what I mean? It's hard.
James, what do you say to the victims of this violence? This man's life will never be the same. This man's family will never be the same.
Well, he's blessed to be alive, let me say that. Basically, besides putting my arm around him and hugging him and letting him know that I care, I say to most people that we need to get involved. We need to be a part of the solution, because if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem.
But is there a solution? We'll find out when we come back.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, honey. Why, we'd love to see you tomorrow.
I didn't do it. Really.
The Bissell Big Green Clean Machine. For just a room or your entire home. Your carpet looks cleaner, smells fresher, and lasts longer. A professionally cleaned look. Ready whenever you are.
Only one children's vitamin has the fun shapes and great Flintstones taste kids love. Flintstones, complete with the vitamins and minerals kids need.
Dear Woolite, after Jill dropped her pizza and I got the Woolite Tough Stain Rug Cleaner, my sister said...
Woolite? On that tough stain?
But when Woolite Tough Stain removed that greasy stain, she was so surprised she dropped her pizza too. Thank you, Woolite Tough Stain, for being so tough.
Bell South Mobility invite you to see all the action on ABC College Football this Saturday on WSB-TV Channel 2.
With Recipes All-Purpose Baking Mix, you can turn out delicious new recipes almost as fast as we can turn them out. From Martha White.
Only your Revco pharmacist double checks each prescription against each patient's records with our Prescription Access Link computer system, so you know the dosage is right for her age, that this medication's okay to take with the other one she's on, and that if there was anything else you should know, your Revco pharmacist would have told you. Why would you take your prescriptions anywhere else?
Maybe someday other drugstores will be able to do all that Revco does today.
Have you just found out that your fiancé has been cheating on you, but you've decided you're going to marry him anyhow? If so, we'd like to talk to you. This is Sandy Kievman. She's director of KIDS, KYDS, Keeping Youth Doing Something. Violence in the San Fernando Valley, drive-by shootings, graffiti, provoked her to start KIDS. So what do you do? What's the solution?
Well, I think it's time that these kids know that there's life outside of their neighborhood. They need to have a sense of pride and self-esteem, and we've tried to instill that by doing various activities. We have a group of girls right now who were gang members and are now helping disabled children with riding horses. We're teaching them about different careers. They're learning first aid. It's a way of giving them something to do that's not gang involved, that shows them that there is life outside the neighborhood.
Would that work for any of you? Or is that so square that you...
I was doing volunteering work all summer long. Even when I had school, I was doing it during the summer and...
Wouldn't keep you from joining a...
It mostly did. No, but if I had someplace to go, like my friend...
So it might work.
Simosa's mama wants to put a house together so kids can go in and talk and you know, kick
James, would this work? If we had one of her in every community, would this work?
I'd say we need 1,000 of her.
1,000 of her.
Thousands.
Okay, thousands. Would it work? We're looking for solutions.
Certainly, we need to create alternatives. That's the issue. I mean,
what she's doing of keeping people busy and learning outside of school, that's good news.
It's very important.
Okay, thank you on behalf of the community. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask Cora, maybe we should ask the gang members, what do they think would help them to get out?
Thank you. What's the solution? Anna,
I wasn't involved with her baseball, you know, her team when she barely began the thing, but since I got, you know, incarcerated, I haven't been involved with it.
What would the solution for you to be? You're the best person to ask.
That's a good question.
The solution? Yeah, you know, I go sometimes to the park to her,
All right, you're not giving me... Cora, give me a solution. What would the solution be for you? What would make you leave the gang? What would be the solution?
Make me leave the gang. I got a little sister, and she got to learn from me. So, you know, I take care of my sister,
Okay,
take
no
her
answer.
out.
Tara, what would make you leave a gang?
Giving me something to do, something to look forward to.
Okay, Stephanie, what would cause you to leave a gang?
Give me something to do, like after school and stuff. Maybe when I get in college, if I can do
And
that
late at
right.
night.
Shannon, what would work for you?
Having somewhere to go. Volunteering work helps me. So.
James, you want to have final comment?
I would just like to talk. We created in our city a thing called Operation Peace in Philadelphia, which is a citywide collaborative that's bringing people from all walks of life, the business community, the law enforcement community, the churches, the schools, the neighborhoods, the teens, the young people, and beginning to work together collectively, because this is a complex problem, and create solutions. Our kids, most of all, need our love and need our caring for them. We have too long given them money to act as the babysitter. Well, you can't do that. We got to give them some time. We got to give them ourselves. And I'd say that when we begin to do that, we can begin to have solutions.
Take a break.
Sexual harassment. Meet the women who've turned their anger into action.
As soon as somebody was sexually aggressive toward me, I just start filming them.
When women fight back on the next Vertice Berry Show.
Vertice Berry, this morning at 10, only on Channel 2.
On the next Maury Povich Show, 7 years ago, Robert Chambers became the preppy killer. Now, this model fears she'll be his next victim. On the next Maury Povich Show.
The Maury Povich Show, this morning at 11 on Channel 2.
This is a public notice. If you've ever dreamed of owning a fine piano, now's the time. Many pianos will be liquidated at the music department of Emory University during a one-day sale on October 12th between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Call this number for an appointment to preview these fine pianos before the sale. You'll find grand pianos and uprights from Kawai, Yamaha, Steinway, and many others. Call now for your preview appointment and take advantage of this one-day piano liquidation at Emory University. Operators are standing by.
Tough times demand tough action.
Michael Lomax understands that more cops on the street means less crime in our communities. As Fulton County Commission Chairman, Lomax added more than 700 law enforcement officers, more than doubling the number of sheriffs, police, and marshals in Fulton County. As mayor, Michael Lomax will increase Atlanta's police force by 400 officers without raising taxes by privatizing city services. Michael Lomax, tough enough for the job.
When I failed the eye test for my driver's license, that was it. So I had my cataract removed, and now I'm back behind the wheel.
No Stitch was fantastic. Cataract removal with quicker recovery and less restrictions.
And when the doctor accepted my Medicare, even provided my transportation, I had no reason to put up with blurry vision.
For a visible difference, call the Cataract and Laser Institute of Georgia at 352-4000.
If you'd like to order a video cassette of Sally's show for only $24.95, call Video Archives at 1-800-FOR-VIDEO. For a transcript, send $3 to 1535 Grant Street, Denver, Colorado, 80203, or call 303-831-9000.
We would like to welcome station KHQQ6 in Spokane, Washington to the Sally family. Come join us tomorrow.
You got money, you gonna go out, go.
Some members of our audience will receive, and a promotional fee has been provided by
Flintstones, complete with the great taste kids love and the vitamins they need to grow strong and healthy.
Hey, Remington.
Shave this.
Remington introduces the triple foil, the only shaver with 3 narrow micro screens. If you can grow it, we can shave it. The Remington triple foil.
Jonell's Calcium Gel Growth Accelerator thickens nails as it conditions and strengthens. The ultimate protective nail hardener. Calcium Gel Growth Accelerator from Jonell.
I've had a job almost every day since I was 15 and a half. I ain't gone to school on the days I wasn't cutting and still kicked it with my homeboys. But it's hard to do. And if I had a good job right now and maybe something to look forward to and people didn't look down on me so hard, I would feel a lot better and I would not be as mean as I am right now.
Yes, ma'am.
There's other issues in society, like sexism, racism, and all of that stuff. Do you think that the reason why there are more female gangs now is because women...
On Saturday, October 9th, join in Hands on Atlanta Day Serve-a-thon. It's a day of caring and giving when thousands of Georgians will be volunteering to perform community service throughout Atlanta. Be a team captain or volunteer to see firsthand how you can help make a difference. You must register now. To register and to find out more information, call 872-2252. See what a difference a day makes.
Do you feel guilty when your hair needs a trim or when your teeth need cleaning? Of course not. But if you lose weight and then regain a few pounds, you probably feel guilty and then you eat. At Jenny Craig, you'll learn how to manage your weight as a guilt-free process, much like managing your hair or your smile. We call it personal weight management, and it works.
Instead of just another diet, get personal weight management at Jenny Craig, all for just $1 a pound. Call 1-800-92-JENNY.
I never pursued a career because I thought I'd never get a divorce. Guess what? My first call was to Georgia Medical Institute. I learned how important and satisfying a medical career can be. It's a safe and rewarding career, and I have nowhere to go but up. But most important, Georgia Medical taught me that by believing in myself, I can reach any goal.
When it's time to start thinking about a new career, you should call this number for information. If there's a medical career in your future, you need to know Georgia Medical Institute.
Michael Jordan calls it quits. The story and reaction at noon.
Everywhere in America, women know they aren't safe. We hear comments from men on the street. We know almost by instinct that we have to hold our keys a certain way. We've got to look in the car and under it before we get in. And as mothers, we feel that our child could be attacked at any time. We're taught to be ladylike and to ignore it. Women aren't expected to fight back, but it feels like a war zone out there, and women are fed up. Some are taking matters into their own hands. Sometimes the results aren't pretty. Sometimes the consequences are deadly. What happens when women fight back? On today's Retice Berry Show. Next.